Hello, and welcome to Lesson 12 While Loops with the Farmer. Right now, here it's a workspace and you have no limit on what you can do. So you could just do loads of move forwards and remove one, and there would be four move forwards, or you could just do the repeat 4 times move forward. And here, there's a hole in front of you that you have to fill with 6 shovelfuls of dirt. And instead of just doing the fill block loads of times, you can actually just do repeat 6 times. And that way it will just fill itself 6 times. So now, right now, there's a move on, and now you have to use as few blocks as possible. And by now, you should be expected to know what the repeat block does. So you have to do the repeat 10 times, remove one piece of that mound of dirt after you move forward to the correct place where it is. And right now, there's a wall block, and it's going to make it like, wow, there was a pile. Like, you won't have to do the repeat block. And while there is a pile, it will move one, and the farmer will remove dirt as long as there is a pile. Then stop. And it isn't that it will never stop removing dirt, or else the code will just never end and you won't be able to move on. And there's no one knows how much dirt is in the pile, so you have to do the while there is a pile, which can also be changed to while there is a hole, while path ahead, so you can move it to so you can make a move forward, or you can do it to fill up the hole. And now we have to try and remove all the dirt. And there's 5 spaces, and instead of just doing it like make estimating the amount of dirt, there's the while there is pile. And so just ignore the comment block because you don't need to use it for any of the code. And so every time the mystery mounds are going to be different. So right now we're going to do right down, right down, right down. So you're going to do a while there is hole, and it will have to be twice. And there's 6 holes, and that the last hole you have to do the while there is hole because you don't know the amount. And you can actually make this code shorter. So you have to use a well path ahead block. Then it'll fill it after there's no path ahead. Then turn left. Then the well path ahead block will activate again. And now we're on to a challenge puzzle. So it's going to be a well path ahead, and while there is hole, you fill it. If there is a hole, then you'll have to turn right, and it will basically go like here, over there, up there, and that's why you have to turn right so you can turn. And there's a well path ahead. It's going to check if there's a hole as well. So if you see the code here, it's while hole is present. Basically, while hole is under you, then it will fill it. There's also a semicolon after every single one of them in JavaScript. And when it does a well path ahead, you can see those sensors detecting if there is a path ahead. And it's basically the eye of sight here. I mean line of sight. And the well path ahead and well there is hole doesn't repeat together. Like, why is there a hole? Check the path ahead. That's because it's a while there is hole. It won't move on in the code until you've completed it. And we have to flatten all the pies with one. And there's no mystery ones, so you can remove one. And here, you just have to move forward. While there was a path ahead, while there is a pile, we remove it. Then we turn left, move forward, path ahead, and turn right. And we could also just move forward by 2, if you wanted to, by having to repeat 2 times. So now we're going to the last puzzle. And here, you just have to guess what will happen. So move forward while there is a path ahead, fill the hole, and turn right. And it will leave the barrel completely untouched. That's because if there is a hole and it's missing out the piles. So now we're done with lesson 12.